Hello and welcome to White Glove Reviews. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Noodler's Flex Nib fountain pen and some Noodler's Baystate Blue ink because it seemed like only appropriate to try out Noodler's ink with a Noodler's pen. And the reason I decided to give this Noodler's pen a try is a little while back I tried out a TWSBI Eco, and I tried it with Diamine Ultra Green ink, and I found I really like these demonstrator pens. I just enjoy it where you can see the ink in there. I know that it's hard to tell from y'all's angle, but I kind of get a kick out of it. And I figured I would try out one of the Noodler's ones and see how they work. So let's take a look at this thing. Alright. And this one, I think, is a piston fill like the TWSBI Eco. Alright. So, and the ink. And as I have learned from my past mistakes, I decided to sacrifice a pair of gloves that I managed to get knife oil on, so it won't be tragic when these things start to turn blue. So let's see. Let's open this pen up and take a look. Alright. Now the pen was like $15, so it wasn't super expensive. And it looks like it is a piston fill like the other one. So I twist it all the way down, dip it in the ink, and twist it back. Now I know that this was about half the price of the TWSBI Eco, but this feels a bit cheaper than the other one, and I mean, I guess it's understandable. Alright, so let's give this a shot. And this is Baystate Blue. Alright, so open this thing up. Start by getting blue possibly everywhere. Wow, that's a cool looking color of blue. Alright, that is a vibrant blue. Okay, so I insert my, let me see. So I insert my pen in here and begin twisting. And managed to get no ink whatsoever. Alright. I'm going to actually gently move this onto this so my white mat doesn't become completely blue. And let's try this again. Alright, I'll ratchet it all, twist it all the way back down. And then I'll insert it in here. I'm going to insert it a ways in, make sure I get it, and I'm going to start pumping it up, or sucking it back up, whatever the proper verb is for what's going on here. Okay, so that seemed to work. Now, I'm going to set this down here, and close the ink. And then see what I can do to tidy this up a little bit. I decided I'm going to try out this little bandana thing, and it doesn't seem to be super amazing as a choice for cleaning this stuff up. Alright. So let's try this out. This is supposed to be a flex nib, so I'm assuming that means I can press down a little harder on this. Let me clean this up a little bit right here. It seems like my cleaning that up is just basically smearing it everywhere. Alright, let's set this aside and let's try out pen. Alright, so I have one of the small pocket Clairefontaine notebooks, and this is 90 GSM paper, and it's supposed to be pretty good for fountain pens in general. So let's try this out. And so this is Noodler's Flex nib, and it's Baystate blue. I like the blue. That's a very pretty color of blue. Zoom. Let me move the camera a little closer so y'all can see. Alright. So that's Baystate blue. And that's really pretty looking. I don't know. As I don't have any experience with this flex nib stuff, what I've seen is this means I should be able to push down a little harder. So okay. It appears when I push down harder I get more ink, which makes a lot of sense as you're bending the nib back, and it should release a little more ink. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it looks like I'm getting a little bit of feathering there when I press down a lot. I don't know if it's showing through the next page or not. Actually, it doesn't come through the next page, but it speaks pretty well of this particular paper. I really like the blue a lot. Let's try this with what many people have claimed is a problem paper. And this particular example is, I'm going to pull the camera out a teeny bit. This is a Moleskine pocket notebook, and I've seen a lot of people mention that the paper that the Moleskine journals use is not particularly wonderful when it comes to fountain pens, and especially the more watery ink. So this is a Noodler's Flex nib, and it's Baystate blue ink. Alright, so that comes through. You can see it pretty good actually, and you can see it's not drying super fast. Let's see what happens when I press down. When I press down hard with pen. Alright, so didn't get a little bit of that W right there. So let's see. You can see there's a little bit of feathering going on right there. I would imagine this is probably bleeding through pretty bad on the other side. Yep. Y'all can see it is pretty noticeable on the other side, especially where there's like extra bits of the ink. I didn't notice quite this same issue. Okay, this is a Twisby Eco with Ultra Green, Diamine Ultra Green. Let me do a little quick comparison. Alright, now this is not a flex nib, but I was right. I was pressing down about as hard as I was when I wrote this part right here. So, and I would imagine green also, just being a lighter color, doesn't show through quite as well. Let's look and see. I've actually been using that particular green. Okay, so you can see it shows through a little bit, not quite as bad. I'm wondering if that's just because the Noodler's ink is a little more watery, like looser, wetter. I'm not sure what the proper term is. Anyway, it's kind of neat. That's a really pretty shade of blue, though. I like that shade of blue a lot. Anyway, I was hoping to find another demonstrator kind of pen that I liked as much as the TWSBI Eco, but I still like this pen a lot. And I mean, it's twice as much as this one, so there is that. But this pen doesn't feel quite. This doesn't feel anywhere near as solid as this pen feels. So anyway, I'll include a link in the description if you're interested in the ink or the pen, so you can check them out. Let me know what y'all think. Did I do anything completely wrong when I was doing this? I'm still trying to understand why I keep wiping off this ink. I'm guessing that when I press down on it, I'm releasing some of the ink or something. Anyway, as you can see, this is the quick death of another pair of white gloves. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments. And if you have any questions or suggestions, or if there's anything I did just terribly wrong, please let me know. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And thank you, and I hope y'all have an excellent day.